following presentation of the National Football League.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we start Week 11 of the NFL season with a good one on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the LA Chargers. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. His guys took full advantage, he said, of the late season bye. They are rested, ready for the stretch run to close out the regular season. Across from him, Charger head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that, because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Second and 15. Tua sets up to pass it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hold everything, because Darren Waller, the tight end, appears to be injured on that play. More from LA in a moment. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Dolphins at 7-2 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up, because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And they got to remember, they got to sustain it, because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A run once more with Hampton. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's out right at the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have him pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Lion.
Herbert now. And this one finds McConkey. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. Do you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
All right, come on.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. And they're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. With it is Jackson. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Back to throw here, Herbert. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
but fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 6.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And Johnston sent in motion. Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Black 80, black. Go.
In motion goes the tight end. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks, you tell us, end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Miami set to take over. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Point after here coming up. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chargers take over first and 10.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Herbert off of play action. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs.
First and 10 at the 40.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now it's Wilson. Now he's going to step up, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped it. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Short throw to Dissler. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Waddle now to return it. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing is Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Jake Bailey now. Here's Jackson to return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Set. Lion. Let's go. Go.
Back to throw. Herbert. That is caught. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, they picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know what that translates back to? Situational football and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations, know what you need, and find a way to get it.
Short throw to Dissler. Called a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert throwing again. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
In the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open, now second down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Up the middle, Achane. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Tackled by Derwin James. It's a gain of 20. First down, Miami.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The 39-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Hey, go lion.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
To throw again on second down. Herbert. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Set. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down.
And the Chargers.
Go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
First and 10.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Short throw to Disley. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Go.
Herbert now. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Herbert back to the air. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Lad McConkey as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Wilson. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Wilson. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So the big play there, all negated by an illegal block in the back.
He knew it right away as he was doing it. You can see it in his body language. I think what hurts most is he really didn't need to do it, but he just couldn't help himself.
Complete to Johnston here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Up the middle is Hampton. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. In motion right is Johnston. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Achane. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Chargers 10.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, it's some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Herbert. They'll check this one down to Hampton. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Set.
Again, Herbert to the left side. He's got McConkey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. 3rd and 4.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
This is where you can try and get a tight end in space. They like this matchup, so they're going to let their 2 receivers to his outside, run simple little short routes, hoping to suck up the secondary. And that'll free up space for their tight end on a corner route to make a big play.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Number 8, 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 23-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Go.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Here's Herbert. He'll dump this, and he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now it's Herbert. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5.
At the Dolphins' 5-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for the Chargers touchdown. Will Dissly, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have retaken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He's hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. They'll run. Achane. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Achane. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Tua going to run the sneak. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Go.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's second down and a yard.
The 37-yard line.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Set. Ready.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge. Their D-line surge leading to 4th. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. The visitors' offense and Tua Tagovailoa heading back out onto the field. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
All right, come on. Ready, team.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And they'll give this to Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will be very close to a first down. And that means 4th down.
If it's for baseball, we call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Mike McDaniel dialing up the risk here a little bit on 4th down. They're going to go for it.
Go ahead.
And now Tua going to try and sneak it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run by Achane. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Tua. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
It's a gain of 6. And the Dolphins 1st down.
Achane gets it from the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd down and a yard.
Get set.
Here's Achane. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run for it with Achane. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Pushing his way through. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And that doesn't end it, but now they have no timeouts. 1 first down. This thing's over.
And the offense has to ride the momentum that their defense just gave them, right? They took the ball away. Game's not officially over, but it's in their hands to finalize things. And you know, as they huddled up, take care of the ball, 1 first down, and we go home victory.
And the clock will stop once with that 2-minute warning.
One time, take care of the ball, you should be able to get through.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 views here. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position. And obviously, a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal and go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing for.
Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 17.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, able to avoid him. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way out to the 40-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. That'll be caught by Hill.
Complete to number 10, Tyreek Hill. It's a gain of 8.
The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches. And now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Looking to pass. Tua escapes the sack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
13-yard line. It's a gain of 7. brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, here's Tua. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. That offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll have a few extra days here now before they face the Lions next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.